Every day, millions of people worldwide take small steps to combat environmental degradation, from recycling household waste to choosing eco-friendly products. At the same time, global governments are implementing policies to address pressing environmental issues such as climate change, resource depletion, and pollution. These efforts are complemented by innovative and sometimes unconventional measures devised by individuals, organizations, and scientific communities. These strategies showcase human ingenuity and commitment to preserving the planet for future generations. Below, we explore 10 extraordinary measures being employed to combat pollution and protect the environment. One of the most ambitious efforts to stop plastic waste from reaching oceans is the Ocean Cleanup's Interceptor Trashfence project in Guatemala. The Las Vacas River, notorious for carrying immense amounts of waste into the Caribbean Sea, became a testing ground for this innovation. A massive mesh screen was installed across the river to intercept waste. Images show the barrier successfully capturing piles of discarded items, ranging from plastic bottles to large debris. This initiative isn't just about reducing visible pollution, it also prevents long-term environmental damage caused by microplastics breaking down in water systems. Boyan Slat, the founder of the Ocean Cleanup, estimates that the Las Vacas River contributes around 20,000 tons of waste annually to the ocean. However, the project has faced criticism. Some residents of Honduras argue that the system diverts waste toward their shores, exacerbating local pollution issues. This controversy underscores the complexity of international river pollution management, requiring cooperation among neighboring countries for sustainable solutions. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a swirling mass of plastic waste twice the size of Texas, has become a grim symbol of oceanic pollution. Engineers have developed artificial coastlines to tackle this problem. These U-shaped barriers float in the ocean and act as catchment systems for debris, using natural currents to guide waste into collection zones. Early versions, such as System 001, faced challenges with efficiency, as the same currents that transported the plastic also moved the device. The improved System 002 and the advanced System 002B have since addressed these issues. These systems now feature plastic compactors, allowing for the collection and storage of larger quantities of waste. To date, hundreds of tons of plastic have been removed using these systems, with potential plans for deployment on a larger scale. While these projects offer hope, they serve as a reminder that prevention, reducing waste at its source, is equally critical in combating ocean pollution. Air pollution, a silent killer affecting millions, has led to groundbreaking innovations like the 328-foot-tall air purifier in Xi'an, China. Built to combat hazardous smog levels, this tower uses specially designed filters and solar energy to clean over 353 million cubic feet of air daily. The purifier has reduced levels of PM 2.5, harmful fine particles linked to respiratory diseases, by 10 to 19% within its 3.9 square mile coverage area. While this reduction may seem modest, it represents significant progress in mitigating one of the world's most pervasive environmental threats. China's broader efforts to combat air pollution include aggressive transitions away from coal-fired power plants, with the country cutting coal usage by nearly 11% in recent years. If scaled up, structures like Xi'an's air purifier could become central to urban environmental management worldwide. Urbanization often comes at the expense of biodiversity, but innovative solutions like urban reefs are redefining how cities interact with nature. These man-made structures mimic natural ecosystems, providing habitats for plants, insects, and small animals. Urban reefs are crafted using sustainable materials, including clay, mycelium, and seashells, and are often designed using three-dimensional printing technology. Companies like Urban Reef combine architectural expertise with ecological science to create these installations. Positioned in parks, rooftops, and even waterways, urban reefs help mitigate the biodiversity loss associated with sprawling development. In addition to fostering biodiversity, urban reefs enhance public awareness of environmental issues. They serve as a bridge between human-centric urban environments and the natural world, proving that ecological preservation is possible even in densely populated areas. India is leading the charge in renewable energy with its Khavda Renewable Energy Park in Gujarat. Spanning an area of over 200 square miles, the park combines wind and solar power to produce 30 gigawatts of clean energy. This ambitious $20 billion project represents India's commitment to reducing its carbon footprint and addressing its growing energy demands. Located on barren land near the India-Pakistan border, Khavda exemplifies how arid regions can be transformed into renewable energy hubs. The initiative aligns with India's target of achieving 50% energy generation from renewable sources by 2030 and attaining net zero emissions by 2070. Khavda's success could inspire similar large-scale projects worldwide, demonstrating how underutilized land can be harnessed for sustainable development. Sporopollenin, a biopolymer found in the outer layers of spores and pollen grains, is one of nature's most resilient substances. Known for its durability, sporopollenin can resist decomposition for millions of years, making it an ideal candidate for carbon storage. Scientists are exploring ways to increase sporopollenin production in algae, which could then be used to sequester atmospheric carbon. Living Carbon, a pioneering company in this field, has also bioengineered trees with enhanced photosynthetic capabilities, enabling them to absorb more carbon dioxide per acre. This dual approach, utilizing sporopollenin and bioengineered trees, offers a promising solution for long-term carbon capture and storage, potentially addressing one of the most significant challenges of climate change. Traditional trees already play a vital role in removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, but their effectiveness is limited by photorespiration, a process that reduces their efficiency. Scientists have now genetically modified poplar trees by incorporating genes from algae and pumpkins, significantly enhancing their growth rates. These bioengineered trees grow 50% faster than their unmodified counterparts, absorbing more carbon in the same amount of time. While lab tests have shown impressive results, real-world trials are essential to determine their viability in diverse ecosystems. If successful, these trees could revolutionize afforestation projects, making it possible to sequester carbon more effectively on a global scale. Direct air capture (DAC) technology, though still in its early stages, represents one of the most futuristic approaches to mitigating carbon emissions. Climeworks, a leader in this field, has established the Orca plant in Iceland, the world's largest operational DAC facility. Dubbed the Mammoth air vacuum, this innovative system uses giant fans to pull carbon dioxide directly from the atmosphere. The captured CO2 is then combined with water and pumped deep underground into basalt rock formations. Over time, this gas undergoes a natural mineralization process, turning it into solid carbonate minerals within just a couple of years. While Orca's annual capacity to capture 4,000 metric tons of CO2 is remarkable, it's just a drop in the ocean compared to the approximately 36 billion tons of CO2 emitted annually on a global scale. One of the major hurdles for scaling DAC technology lies in its operational cost, currently estimated at $600, $1,000 per ton of CO2 removed. To offset this, Climeworks has entered into agreements with major companies like Microsoft, aiming to establish a market for carbon removal as part of corporate sustainability commitments. Governments worldwide are also stepping up to support DAC through subsidies and research funding. As efficiency improves, DAC technology could play a pivotal role in reversing decades of emissions, proving that sometimes cleaning the air requires looking toward the ground. Hidden across landscapes, abandoned oil and gas wells, commonly referred to as orphaned wells, represent an invisible yet significant source of environmental harm. Many of these wells were drilled decades ago, during times of lax environmental regulations. Left improperly sealed or completely abandoned, they leak methane, a greenhouse gas that is over 80 times more potent than carbon dioxide in its short-term effects on global warming. In the United States alone, there are over 3 million documented orphaned wells, with potentially thousands more yet to be discovered. Cleaning up these sites is a logistical and financial challenge, but the US government has prioritized this task, allocating $4.7 billion through the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. The process involves plugging the well using concrete to permanently seal it and removing any associated infrastructure, such as pipelines or surface equipment. While this may sound straightforward, it requires skilled workers and specialized equipment to prevent further leaks during the process. Orphaned well cleanup has multiple benefits. Beyond mitigating methane emissions, it restores contaminated land, allowing it to be repurposed for agriculture, recreation, or even renewable energy projects. The cleanup also generates local jobs, particularly in rural areas where economic opportunities are often scarce. Perhaps most importantly, these efforts signal a shift in accountability. Governments and organizations are increasingly holding energy companies responsible for the environmental damage caused by historical practices. This sets a precedent for stricter environmental stewardship, ensuring that industries can no longer leave behind legacies of unchecked pollution. The challenges of environmental pollution and climate change demand innovative, multifaceted solutions. From futuristic technologies like direct air capture and electrochemical oxidation to boots-on-the-ground efforts like orphaned well cleanup, these measures showcase humanity's capacity for problem-solving on a grand scale. By combining cutting-edge science with policy changes and community-driven action, the world is slowly moving toward a cleaner, more sustainable future. These efforts remind us that no single solution can address the complexities of pollution. It requires a collective commitment, continuous innovation, and the willingness to embrace both high-tech interventions and traditional conservation practices. With these measures in place and the promise of more advancements on the horizon, there's reason to hope for a healthier planet for generations to come. The implications of this technology are vast. It offers not only cleaner water systems, but also a way to prevent further contamination of land and food supplies. As industries are increasingly pressured to phase out PFAS, this method ensures that the damage already done can be remedied, a hopeful step in tackling one of humanity's most stubborn pollution challenges. By the way, if there's any topic in this video that catches your eye, just comment down below and let me know if you want me to make a separate video on it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Wow, you guys have made it till the end of the video. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch another one of my videos right after this one. So go ahead and check it out. Thanks for sticking around. See you soon. Until then, peace.